गणानां गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तवं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। नारद उवाच प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरेन् नित्यम् आयुः प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पञ्चमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजं च धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टमं नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननं द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः न च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरं प्रभो इति नारदपुराणे संकटनाशन गणेश स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम। We'll have one verse from the Gita Dhyana Shlokam and then go straight away to Gita. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaധ്യായിനീം അമ്പത്വാമനുസന്ധധാമി ഭഗവദ്ഗീതേ ഭവദ്വേഷിണീ. We are into chapter 10 of the Bhagavad Gita. We will see the last two verses and then see the summary of Bhagavad Gita chapter 10. Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Dashamodhyayah. So, we will look at verse number 41 quick. Yadat vibhuti tat sattvam श्रीमद्दुर्जितमेव वा तत्तदेवावगच्छत्वं मम तेजोंशसम्भवम्. That's verse number 41, 42. अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवार्जुन विष्टभ्याहमिदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत्. We are at the end of chapter 10. In these two verses, Krishna is highlighting something very, very important. In chapter 7 and 9, he laid the foundation. He laid the foundation. And now he is building the superstructure. Ishvara is to be known as Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam, non-separate, intelligent and material cause of Srishti. We are supposed to see it like that. And Arjuna says, can you give me some points from where I can start this seeing you? He says, I am the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. I am available to you as the whole Srishti, entire Srishti is me. So Arjuna says, fine, I am not questioning that. I am saying, can I have a point where I can appreciate you in this whole? So Krishna says, I'll try to give you that. Not try, I'll give you that because you asked for it. Let's look at the glory. And towards these two lines, he says, anything glorious that you see, strictly speaking, it's my glory. There is nothing other than me. Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam Yat Kinchit Jagatyam Jagat. Nothing other than me. We'll see this. And he says it's just not possible to give you The exhaustive list. Quite simply because if I made something exhaustive, it will defeat my glory called Ananta, limitless. Imagine I say limitless possibility and I list out certain possibilities. It is not limitless. Listing out and limitless are oxymorons, they don't go along. So it's just not possible to list out my entire vibhuti quite simply because I am limitless. Then he says, but I've given you a fairly exhaustive list which will help. And it is of no use unless you see the reality behind this srishti. It's of no use to you at all till you see the reality behind this srishti. So with this, let's look at the whole summary of chapter. Summary. What is this whole summary? Let's look at the summary of chapter 10. So in 7 and 9, Krishna laid the foundation. On top of it, the superstructure is being built. 10 and 11. So 10 and 11. And 12, he will make the apartment ready for possession. You can take the keys, sit inside and see your own glory, Ishvara's glory, and see the oneness. You can occupy. That's 13 to 18. We'll see that glory. Ishvara willing, we will complete this. Now, let's understand certain things. Atma Vidya or Ishvara Jnanam is not an experience, okay? Ishvara Jnanam, Atma Vidya are not the experiences. They are facts, truths to be known. And that's what the teacher's primary job is, to make you see. So let us see. In fact, this morning itself, I started this subject for our morning team. So I'll only continue on that and make it more elaborate. There is no team. This is the morning group which comes together to study. Now, this is a fascinating instrument. Simply fascinating. And anything put together meaningfully, intelligently, to serve a purpose is called a srishti, a creation. Meaningfully, purposefully, intelligently put together. Why take this phone? Just take the cover out. That the cover alone is intelligently put together to see that the camera part is visible. These buttons are operatable. So, intelligently put together, meaningfully put together to serve a purpose. It's called srishti, creation. And anything created has a maker, the intelligent cause, and the made product, material cause. This is put together by the maker and the material being separate from each other. There are certain things which are naturally put together, where the product is available for you to see, but the maker is not available for you to see. The maker should be known insightfully. The product is available. For that, I don't need to take any other example other than our human system. The entire thing is intelligently put together. Sometimes, I've done some wild thinking to see if something is intelligently put together or not so intelligently put together. For instance, Our face seems to be too crowded. All this in one space. Eyes, nose, all crowded. So I thought, why not make some changes? Take this stick and put it here on top. I have more space. And this one, like this. Like this. And I thought I've done something very intelligent. Because two things, like in the afternoon, I've been sneezing a bit. None of you will be affected. Bush. And in case there's a person is a smoker, none of you will suffer from passive smoking. You can be impassive to passive smoking. Till somebody gave me a cup of coffee. The nose is here. You give me a cup of coffee, I can smell it. Yeah, smells good, the aroma, and start drinking. Now the nose is here. What do I do? Take the cup there. Then it is placed at a different angle. So I'll have to take the cup, perhaps pour a little coffee into my nose. How ridiculous. I don't have to pour coffee into my nose to see whether it's coffee or tea. Intelligently placed it. Put together. If the eyes were perhaps a micromillimeter apart, the entire vision would go. The whole body of mine is a system naturally put together. Naturally put together. Just look at the laws functioning. And because these laws are infallible, they are intelligently put together, we can read correct. Okay? Nerves covered by neurology. Hormones, etc. to the system, endocrinology. Ophthalmology, eyes. Then 1, 2, 3, ENT. For the mouth itself, there are 3 people. There's a dentist, there's an orthodontist, there is a periodontist. There are 3 fellows there. And you also have cosmetic surgery in the mouth. You can remove the lower layer, upper layer, make you look different. Then you have cosmetics, straighten your nose, bend your nose, whatever it is. Some people don't like the way the ears are. They wanted it pinned back. So many things. The whole skeletal system, the digestive system. In the orthopedic itself, for treating of sports injuries, and there's something called another branch of medicine called physical medicine. Unless there is something intelligently put together, you cannot study it. It's intelligently put together. This is a product. Where is the maker? That is Arjuna's question. I want to see the maker everywhere. Yes, sorry, buddy. You can't perhaps see the maker that way. You have to see the maker insightfully. Because what is here is all knowledge. In the knowledge, you will have to see the entire Srishti function. Take any one aspect of Srishti, see the laws. What you see may be quite different from the truth. What you see need not negate the truth. The truth need not dismiss what you see. Are you sounding? Very easy to understand. You see an eclipse of the sun, a total eclipse of the sun. Does the moon cover the sun? No way. Something, the disk is so big, this disk is a button. Can I come and tell you? I don't have the button shape. Add something. Let's say I have this small square. Can it cover my hand? No. But suppose I brought a scroll up to your eyes. I could cover the whole world. So, the fact is, a small thing cannot cover the big thing. But what have you seen? You see a total eclipse of the moon or sun, and you say, my God, in the midnight, in the daytime, it's all gone dark, and you see the ring, and oh my God, what fun you have. Once in a lifetime phenomena. So what you see need not negate the truth, and the truth need not dismiss what you see. Every day you see the sun rising and setting. And people living in northern pole, and during this time the sun goes round. But has it ever made you doubt that the earth goes around the sun and not the other way around? A seen phenomena need not dismiss the truth behind that phenomena. So Ishvara has to be understood insightfully. And how do I understand Ishvara insightfully? Abhinna nimitta upadana karana. Non-separate, material, and intelligent cause of Srishti. Non-separate, the maker and the made. See, in some case, it's better that the maker and the made are separate. Otherwise, with every product, you have to bring home the maker and say, take care of that fellow also. Even otherwise, they make you sign service contracts and make your life miserable. I recently bought a product, recently 2 years. The product cost 13,000. They called me and said, sir, we are giving you a free service. I said, okay, you're free. We are always taking by this free service. He comes on, says, filter, you have to change. Some powder you have to put. Together it costs how much? 5 and 2, 7,000. Yeah. 3,000 for this, 2,000 for that, 5,000. I said, okay. Then here he found, they said, here is somebody waiting to be butchered. He said, sir, if you took 2 filters, it will be that much better. I said, what does the filter do? The filter does hard water filter. I said, my machine is supposed to be hot water compatible machine. So he sold. Next year he comes back and says, next year in 6 months he calls me and says, free service due, another 5,000. I wrote to the company and said, this is perhaps the first time that you have charged me more maintenance in 1 year than in the cost of the machine. That also there's intelligence. A lot of con man jobs. So why I'm saying all this is, the maid, you don't have to bring the maker along. Even without bringing the maker, you have a lot of problems. Now, is there a product in which the maker and the maid are together? Is it possible? That's the way we question. There are certain things beyond belief. Okay, I'm willing to accept that till it becomes knowledge. But there are certain things unbelievable. I can't accept. So let's look at this. Is there a product? Is there something in which the maker and the maid are together? I take recourse to the Upanishad. It says, Yatha urnanabi srijate grinnate cha. There is a spider. It spins a web. The web comes out of itself. It's the intelligent and material cause. Your own dream. You are the maker. The product made also from you. Yatha kesha lomani. The made and the maker are from the same source. The same manner, the entire Srishti cannot be different from Ishvara. Ishvara is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana. The material cause is visible to you. The intelligent cause is to be known insightfully. Don't say it's invisible. It's not readily visible. You have to look at it insightfully. And for that, we need preparation. And for that preparation, we'll come into chapter 12 in more details. We'll come into the preparation. You need an alambanam. You need something, some starting point. The alambanam can be a pratika and can be a pratima. We'll see all this in detail in chapter 12. See, invariably, we always tend to go into the next chapter because they're all connected. In this, Arjuna asks a question, oh God, insightfully, but among the glory, where can I see your glory better? You say glorious things. Can you tell me? So he says, he enumerated. He enumerated both the Laukika and Alaukika. Laukika is what you see, Alaukika is what you don't see. He says, among the Gandharvas, I am Chitrarata. How many Gandharvas you have seen? You have seen maybe a musician by that name. So it's like that. So among Aksharas, I am Akara. So many things he explains. Among Vedas, I am Samaveda. I'm again tempted every class, every session, I'd say. The bhakti for the Guru will make you say this. Please forgive. Why should I seek forgiveness? Guru Nam, Dayanandosmi. Dayanandosmi Guru Nam. Among Gurus, Swami Dayananda is Ishwara's manifestation. Nobody can teach Vedanta as clear as he can do it. So the glorious among the Srishti is highlighted in all this. What's the purpose? Every time you see Srishti, okay, before we go, I cannot dismiss transactional reality. Transactional reality is called Vyavahara Satya. It is called transactional reality. They call it a safety. Safety. The blurring of the background makes you have to see this insightfully. Okay. Yeah, now you can see. It's gone. It's not that the safety pin has disappeared. It's still there. There's a truth there. The truth is I have blurred the background. You can't see it. You have to insightfully see. You have to really bring it in front of you. It's called a safety pin. I open this. And in my enthusiasm, up, down, I pick my hand. Do you think to say because it is Ishvara Srishti, it will not do any damage? Do a lot of damage, especially if it got into one of those things in that command module. It can do a lot of damage. So, there is something called transactional reality. There is no escaping from transactional reality. You know, what is this transactional reality? Is the product. Your body, others' body, objects that you see, they are all products. Go a little finer. Your emotions are products. Your feelings, products. Your composition, products. Everything follows a pattern, an intelligent, infallible law. It works like that. That is the infallible law behind the whole thing. And in this Srishti, I insightfully look at Ishvara's laws playing. And when I see Ishvara's laws playing around, I look at the whole thing reverentially. Not only do I look at the whole thing reverentially, I not only look at the whole thing reverentially, I see Ishvara's law functioning everywhere. And when it is Ishvara's law functioning everywhere, where is the question of I wanting to own anything and claim something as my own? Either everything is mine or nothing is. Krishna drives home a very important point here in the last verse. See many in one, or see one in many. A fantastic statement. See many in one or one in many. Let's take a simple example. In gold, can you see innumerable gold ornaments? Each one of them with a function, with a purpose. Put together. What can be put here can be put only here. Functional reality. You can't escape functional reality. The product is like that. So in one gold, I see many ornaments. Okay, now let me come down to transactional reality. I relate or have transactions with many ornaments. In many, can I see one? Which we always do. You value gold, you weigh gold, you pay the price for gold. Transactional reality, that's what he's doing. You just have to do a focal length adjustment to move from this transactional reality to a different transactional reality. From gold, from pots, or another favorite example, which my teachers go into a sweet shop, especially if anyone has been to Bengal, yeah, born in Bengal, go into a sweet shop. So what do you see? Rashogolla, Mishti Doi, Mouchak, Sandesh, Rashbhara Sandesh, Nolan Gooder Sandesh. Hey, come on, I'm not a sweetmeat shop owner, okay? But I'm each province. Some are available. But what is there? In the many, I see milk. And when I see milk, I see the innumerable sweets that I can make out of milk. This is a daily, this is a transactional reality. In that srishti that you see, many, can you see one? Here is a system in which you have neurology, endocrinology, ophthalmology, dentistry, otorhinolaryngology. Otorhinolaryngology. Somebody I asked him, what's the meaning? He said, oh yeah, otorhinolaryngology. Then bronchial, there is a law there. A back problem, you have what is called lumbosacral region, you have a dorsal region, you have a cervical region. The way things are going, there is a law there. It is not that they have invented it. There is a law. You can understand the law. Given the right kind of situation, the law empowers the correction. All that is possible. I have a lower back pain. I have got a cushion. Lovely. Taken care of. Can I see Ishvara in everything? Tough. It is called Vishwarupa Ishvara Darshan. So because Arjuna asked for it, he gave it. So then after Krishna will come, he will come and say, he will ask a question. So he will say, how do you start on the hook? In our real life, in our day-to-day life, this is something which we have to address. How do you relate to this? It's very important to relate and make it apply it in your own life. If it doesn't, perhaps you can give up study or maybe start elsewhere. Okay. How can we relate to it? In life, we meet challenges. It takes a certain amount of maturity to say that challenges are also Ishvara Srishti. It is also the Srishti. Forget the human being. I am looking at a butterfly. It's in a cocoon. So every day, the butterfly inside was trying to flex its wings and test its strength. There was a very, what do you call a boy, very empathetic young boy who looked and said, oh my God, the butterfly is struggling to come out of the cocoon. Let me do it a favor. So what did he do? He cut the cocoon open and brought the butterfly out. The butterfly spent the rest of its life with retarded wings. It could crawl and not fly. The gestation period in the cocoon empowers, strengthens the wings of the butterfly. Out comes a beautiful butterfly. Let me share with you one more phenomenon. This is how you relate. If you are living in Tamil Nadu, Chennai in particular, the sea beach near Tiruvanmiyur, but now I don't know whether it's there. I think people would have weeded them all out. There are these turtles, Ridley turtles. They hatch once in a year. Yeah. They have turtle walk. They go and watch these turtles, and you have to watch it at night. It starts after dusk and extends into the night. Now, the eggs are hatched on the shore. And as they hatch, these turtles run to the sea. The turtles, with their buddhi, again Ishvara Srishti, know that there are predators there waiting to pick them up. So how to know? So one turtle, it will try to reach the sea. If it's picked up by a predator, the turtle knows that, oh, there are more predators, let's wait, bide my time. So one enthusiastic fellow, while watching, he shooed away a hawk or a gull or whatever he got it. And what happened? He suddenly looked around to see all the turtles walking, crawling towards the sea, because they got a signal. One turtle has reached the sea, so the coast is clear. Now all the gulls came. They said, Ki gale bhai, I have got dinner. Not just dinner, a feast. See, interfere with nature's law. The nature has a law. One life has to go so that others can survive. In the same way, on the basis of one disappointment in your life, you will not dub yourself a failure. Just because I have a little wealth, I won't call myself an all achiever. Just because I did. So a person, samatvam, I have a certain balance. Dukkheshu, with anudvigna manaha. When I face challenges, I don't feel miserable. I won't say I won't feel miserable, because even that feeling miserable is okay. But I have to appreciate that this misery is also a srishti, a functioning of the Ishvara's vibhuti. You know what does it do? Every time you're sad, check. I want you can't become sad at will. When things don't go your way, when you're sad, just see. Just take a little time off and just look at yourself. You will be together as a person. The scattered buddhi will come together. So even that serves a purpose. Dukkha serves a purpose. Dukkha came and Arjuna asked Krishna the question, tell me what is the reality. His father cursed him. Nachiketa was cursed by the father. Go to Yama. He went to Yama, and the curse of the father made him a Brahmagyari. So knocks in life help you course correct. So even knocks have a meaning. You're together as a person. When Ananda comes, if you can have the intelligence to inquire, why we'll all have the intelligence. We just have to turn direction and look at it, say, I got this, I am now feeling happy. This feeling of happy, does it belong to this equipment or does it belong to me? Where does it come from? What is the source of this happiness? If this is the source of the happiness, whoever gets this should be happy. Whenever I pick it up, I should be happy. There is one version. Suppose a newer version comes, I am no longer happy with this. So this entire product is subject to another law. That law is, it is finite. Because it is finite, I refer to it as anitya anatma. Anatma doesn't mean it's useless. Anatma doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Anatma means it doesn't give me infinite security, peace, and happiness. The infinite security, peace, and happiness comes from the infinite. And what is the infinite? Intelligent cause, Chaitanya Tattva. So that's what he says to Arjuna in the last verse. If you don't use this insightfully, then all the glory I gave you is gone waste. It's like rain in the sea. It rains and floods Dubai. What use? Should have come to Chennai at least. But that has a purpose. There's some purpose there, maybe not immediately available. Some purpose. The entire Srishti. He says, look at me intelligently, insightfully. You have been blessed with a buddhi, endowment. You have been blessed with facilities in life, endowment. You are born into a certain samskara called Sanatana Dharma, endowment. There is a guru in your system, endowment. Use your buddhi intelligently, get something out of this. And what is the lesson? Tat tvam asi. That fullness that you are seeking for, you already have it. Just know it. So this is the point up to which we have come in chapter 10. We'll take you through chapter 11 and 12. Today, because of certain exigencies, we had to cut short the session because of the availability of this platform. This also is a law. You just watch. If I continue for some time, patak, it will go off. And also is a law. There's no point in saying, why did it go off? This fellow doesn't appreciate Vedanta and all. No point. Understand the transactional reality, fit into it. So we cut off the opening mantra, so at some 7-8 minutes available. And we try to put this to see that we finished off in another. So we do the Shanti mantra. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahisha go brahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam loka samastha sukhino bhavantu janyah prithvi sasya shalinim desho yam shobharahitah brahmanah santu nirbhaya sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramaya सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति
पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते।
गुरुभ्यो नमः। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हो। स्वामी दयानंद महाराज की जय हो। सब संतों की जय हो। We will meet again next week on the old plan. And tomorrow
Thank you, sir.